Hi there, and I am Michael Buckoff, the founder-owner and the materials writer for your TOEFL online course, the 7-step system to pass the TOEFL IBT. And these comments, you made a comment over at my TOEFL IBT Study Guides webpage, and these comments are for Myla. And let's take a look at your situation. So you got 91 on the TOEFL last month, reading 22, listening 24, speaking 23, and writing 22. So first of all, congratulations, very strong academic English proficiency. You say, however, my target score is 100. I would like to get my score in 1 month. I can study 4 to 6 hours per day. Also, I need to prepare, you want to see here, for another professional exam, which can take around 3 months of studying. Is it a good idea to postpone the professional exam preparation before I reach my goal in the TOEFL score? I would say yes, especially since you're focusing only around 4 weeks. What are your recommendations about TOEFL course preparation from your program for me? All right, you sitting down, Myla? Now, most students, I'm not going to promise you miracles and all of these things, but most people, this is honest right here. Most people can improve about 5 to 10 points for each month that they study. That's generally about what happens. So you want to get 9 points. So you're really close to your goal. So you got 4 to 6 hours of study. I have some suggestions. You might want to write these down. Now, I'm going to give you these specific suggestions, and I think the reason that you might want to postpone the professional exam preparation is if you do my suggestions and then you start doing this other exam preparation, mentally, your mind, you may psychologically break down and not do anything at all. So it's kind of like, let me see if I can give you an example you can understand what I'm talking about. Let's say you're getting ready for a marathon and you overtrain. And let's say you start running like 30 to 40 kilometers every day to get ready for the marathon. Eventually, either you're going to get sick, your legs are going to break down, you're going to get injured. Whatever happens, you're going to stop running. Now, what we want to do is to be careful so we don't burn your brain out, so you don't stop studying. So my suggestion is focus on TOEFL for the next 4 weeks, and let's see how that goes. And then you can start with the professional exam preparation, your other idea. Okay, here's my suggestions, Myla. Number 1, get in the habit every day reading about 45 to 60 minutes every day. You're already great. You got 22 points in the reading, so I know you can read. You want to work on concentrating more with your reading, so read every day. It doesn't really matter what you read. You can read magazines, newspapers, and longer books. Just make sure the reading materials are geared toward adult readers, not teenagers and not children. Read challenging material, but material you have an interest in. Number 2, practice listening about 45 to 60 minutes every day. That's also good. Again, you choose the materials. You can practice listening to news, documentary, history, and science programs. This is also important. Now, I know your listening is already pretty good, but trust me, you want to do this. Now, as you're doing the reading and the listening practice, get in the habit of note-taking. You want to focus on the main and the most important supporting points of those reading and listening passages. And then, using your notes. Now pay attention, of course. You can watch the video a couple of times if you don't catch everything I'm saying here. But, okay, using your notes, you want to write about 3 academic summaries every week. That means you write a 250-word summary of one of the reading passages or one of the listening passages, right? So write 3 of these summaries, so that's about 750 words of writing practice each week based on the notes of the reading and the listening passages that you are practicing. Now, in addition to that, you also want to use your notes to maybe do 3 to 5 oral summaries. That means using your notes, you speak about a reading passage, you speak about a listening passage. Try to gauge it where you're speaking for approximately 1 minute. Now here we go. Now you're practicing reading listening, note-taking, integrated writing, and integrated speaking. Now, I would even record your voice as you do the oral summaries, and then you can play it back and check for grammar accuracy, vocabulary accuracy, check to see how well you're organizing your ideas and providing accurate and complete detailed information from those passages. Now, right there, that's probably, if you just follow those first two suggestions, you're at about 2 hours every day, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. This kind of study is pretty intense, I'll be honest with you. It's intense, it's difficult. Remember, as you do your TOEFL preparation, go to bed early, get up early. Maybe go to bed around 10, get up around 6. Make sure you try to have consistent sleep patterns. Try to get up and go to bed at exactly the same time each day. It'll be much more productive with your study if you can do that. Now, my third suggestion for you is to go over the lessons in my 30-day TOEFL study guide. That's my recommendation for you. And you're exactly on the right page. You know what you're doing. You found my website. You went to my study guides. I'm recommending the 30-day online TOEFL course 7-step study guide focusing on vocabulary, pronunciation, grammar, listening, reading, writing, and speaking. Now, the best way I can help you in all areas, but I can give you feedback with pronunciation, writing, and speaking. Believe it or not, when you do the independent and integrated writing and speaking practice test, you'll get feedback. My teaching assistant will score all of your writing practice tests. I will score and comment on the speaking and pronunciation practice tests that you complete in my course. Alrighty, now what you can do is maybe 3 weeks into your study, if you want, right before you're ready to take the official exam, you can take one of my full-length IBT 4.5-hour practice tests. Very boring, but the test is very consistent. It's similar to what you will see when you take the exam on TOEFL day. So you should get a practice test score and then see where you are. So if you get your practice test score and your score's around 92, 93, that means you probably need to study another month. If you're 99, 100, 101, 102, that means that you're very close to reaching your goal. You're ready. You're ready to take the official exam. You can find out, once you become one of my students, you can find out about my full-length IBT practice test by going to the 8th section of my course. All right, so that's pretty much it right there. Those are my recommendations. So the reading and the listening practice, you're writing 3 academic summaries every week. You're also doing at least 3 to 5 oral summaries of those reading and listening passages. And then as you're using my 30-day online TOEFL 7-step study guide, you'll be going over all of my lessons and you'll start completing different practice tests at my website. All right, so I think you have a good chance of doing this. I mean, I think it's reasonable to try to go from 91 to 100 in 30 days. No, I cannot guarantee anything. Every student is different. We don't study exactly the same way. We don't have the same brains. And different languages sometimes require different study routines. And some students are going to have to work a little bit harder in certain areas based on what the first language is. All right, Myla, anyway, thank you very much for your questions, and all the best to your high-scoring TOEFL success.